y'all. How you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, June 2021, we have made it. The day I'm filming this right now, though, is May 31st, so I'm still in May, but you might be seeing this in June. I don't know how fast I'm going to be able to get this up for you, but June predictions video, here we go. Let's look into this. If you follow this channel, you know I do this every month, and then recently here I've been trying to also do my proof videos that shows all the predictions that come true each month as well. I have playlists for both of these things, so that way you can see here's what I predicted and here's all the things that came true month to month to month. I've been trying to do that lately, so let's dive into it. I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and in these videos we do take a look at the tea with the tarot. These videos are always meant to be helpful, not hateful, so if you're down with that, join the family. We'd love to have you. And subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed if you think you are. Also, tap the notification bell. This is what it would look like if you're going to get notified, but check back on my profile anyway because YouTube likes to drop the ball. This is the join button if you want to be a part of the Perk Squad. Perk Squad has 5 extra perks, which include things like badges and emojis and extra content and even some video shout outs. So shout out to you, Maria Rose 1. Shout out to you. I know you've been a member of the Perk Squad for a long time. Really appreciate you being here, having you here, being here, having you here. Hey, appreciate it. So thank you. Shout out to you, Maria Rose 1. Awesome, awesome. Little Penelope here, so shout out to you too. And she's over here in her fancy yellow today, so that's even more love from both of us. Alrighty, y'all, let's get into this. I am gonna pull up the cards right here and move this microphone right here. Yes. And I've got my handy dandy sticky note here to show what kinds of things we're going to be looking at. So in my monthly readings, remember, I like to do these internationally. This is not just reading for my country here in the United States. This is reading for all of us around the globe here. And the categories that I have here on my sticky note today is... we have a category here for politics, which includes anything even remotely related to the political arena. We also have a category here for economy, and that includes finance, career, jobs, things like that. Then we also have a category for wellness, which includes health and love and spirituality and all of this stuff. And then I figured since I've done this for the last handful of months, may as well keep going with it for a Perk Squad extended video for people who are Perk Squad members or want to be. A category for what else should we know? What else, if anything, out there do we want to know, should we know, kind of thing. So we're going to be looking into all of that here with y'all. And as always, this is all alleged, just my interpretation, okay? All alleged? Alrighty, let's dive right in here. Let's get you out of my face just a little bit more. Maybe you can go down here a little bit. Oh, dog hair. Nice. Alrighty. Since I'm filming this on May 31st here in the United States, that's can I speak English? English. Can I speak any language? This is Memorial Day for y'all here in the States, and so wanting to say thank you for everyone in the armed forces who have unfortunately lost their lives in duty and things like that. This day wouldn't be a holiday here if it weren't for people who made the ultimate sacrifice. So there are some people that I know in the military who have lost some friends and some fellow team members while on deployment, and that seriousness is not lost on me. So thank y'all for all of that. Oh, goodness. All right. Let's see, June, political arena, anything in terms of politics. What do we need to know for June? What can we know? Spirit guides, angels, light team for June 2021. All right, well, these are a hell of a way to start shit out, don't you think? I think that's a very interesting way to start things out. Okay, let's get a little bit of extra context. You know the drill. Context. I kind of actually want context on most of these because, ooh, Lord. Ooh, one fell on my lap. All right, we'll take that. Okay. Interesting. Oh, shit. We got another jumper. Wow, these cards are ready today. All right. Is this jumper in the upright or reverse position? As it falls on the floor again. Oh. All right, upright. We're going to take this upright. It's coming out upright. So, man, these cards are jumping today. This is going to be a lot of work if they're going to be jumping left, right, and center all over the place. Damn, I'm going to be chasing cards all day. All right, extra one on this. Okay. And let's go here. Over here. And over here. Okay. So, from what we're looking at here, the long story short for June is we're ramping back up again. Basically, this year started out with a bang with all the chaos that happened in January and a little bit in February and March as well. But then things were kind of trying to slow down-ish a little bit for like April and May kind of thing. Maybe March, April, May. Trying to slow down a piece. It looks like things are gearing towards amping back up. So lots of activity, I guess we'll say, in June. So this is going to be an active summer. We'll put it that way, worldwide here. So the first things I'm seeing here is that I'm getting this Eight of Pentacles in reverse with this family card in reverse again. We've been getting a lot of stuff here lately about families and kids and things that affect families and kids. And when we have this death card here with the magician card on top of it, we're talking about trying to do something transformative that would affect family and kids. The only problem I'm seeing here is that they're in the reverse. So I don't know if I feel like this is a positive effect for family and kids or if this is like a showing us some ugly things for family and kids. So I don't know about that. Over here we go with this King of Cups in reverse again. And honestly, y'all, when we get that card here lately, especially in politics, this is a card that does come up for President Biden a lot here in the United States. And it seems to be coming up again. So it looks like there could be something in June or being catalyzed by some happenings in the month of June or something that could reflect back on him either poorly or being like, woo, this is a big thing you're gonna need to take a look at, give some attention, do something about this. You know, it's kind of like when people raise something to people's awareness and they're like, what are you gonna do about this? Like, what is this? You know, take care of this, that kind of a thing. So I'm getting more things ramping up where like what I'm hearing in my head is like people chanting like, these are the promises you made, you know, stand by your promises, keep your word, that kind of thing. So it feels like, you know, when politicians are being held accountable to answer, to some of the statements that they've made or things like that. There's some of that. And I would be remiss if I didn't say that, yeah, the death card a lot of times stands for transformation, change and transformation in the tarot, and it is standing for that here. However, the fact that we have been getting the death card in a couple of these political readings now for the last few months, it is concerning that we could be talking about physical death as well. Not necessarily as it relates to President Biden, although I have had some concerns and some readings in the past around that. But things that could be pertaining to this whole children and family situation here. Some physical passing could be related to that. So, this is heating up. Whatever this situation is, it is escalating and it is heating up. So I guess we'll see what June has to bring for that, because oh boy, I'm sitting here shivering because it's like my house feels cold, but all this energy is coming off feeling really cold. Like I'm wearing this. I was not cold earlier, and usually when I'm channeling energy, I'm burning up. But right now I'm just like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's with this cold feeling that's coming over here. That's interesting. I think that there's probably something to that will make itself known. So, down here, bottom row. Lordy, 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 lordy with these things. Okay, so here, let me get a little bit of extra context on this one too. Lord. Okay, so as it relates to somebody's marriage that would be either going south or on the struggle bus or something like that. Somebody's marriage going south on the struggle bus. We've got a King of Swords here. So whoever's involved with this, one of the people here is a very smart man, very intelligent man, innovative, got a lot of ideas. And there's some decisions here to be made because there's some stuff here. Feels like it's from the past. Stuff from the past that maybe things from the past coming up, or things that are how do you put this when you're like, oh, so this is the legacy, so this is what's left behind, so this is the past, so this is what we got here. Those kind of things. There's something weird going on with this. What is this? Somebody's marriage on the rocks or something like that. Okay, something about this situation is not yet over. There's more that looks like I hate to say it, more shitty things to come to pass here associated with this. Ooh, whoever this Emperor is and whoever that Nine of Pentacles lady is. So we've got a man and a woman related to whatever is going on here, and these are not the married people. These are associated with the, okay, so we got a lot of players here. There is a married couple. All I know is one of the people in the married couple is a smart, innovative man with a lot of ideas. Their marriage is on the rocks, or something is falling away with their marriage. There are these other two people, this man and this woman, but they seem to be pretty well-off people in terms of probably pretty loaded financially, pretty career-oriented people. They are associated with this married couple whose marriage is dissolving some type of way. I wonder if this is talking about the Gates again. We already talked about the Gates last month, but I wonder if this is talking about them again. And if so, who's this rich couple associated with them that it's bringing up here? Because this is a card about like, oh Lord, this isn't, are we going to get kicked while we're down already? Ooh, Devil card. Y'all, there might be some more happening with this. I do feel like this is possibly Bill and Melinda Gates here again, talking more about this divorce process that they're going through and having some more ugly stuff either brewing in the background or coming up or something like that. But there's a chance that this is not the Gates, okay? It may not be. It may be a different couple. All right, we'll find out sometime over the next month. We'll be finding out who this is pertaining to. But it's like this couple that's not doing great with their marriage. There's these other two people, this man and this woman, associated with them. There's some negativity here, some ugly stuff, some stuff that they wouldn't want to be associated with, but somehow these other people kind of associate them into that or implicate them into that. There's some weird entanglements going on here, and whatever they are, it's represented by the devil card here. That's not good. Okay? That's not good. I'm really interested in finding out who these people will be when we see the kind of unveiling of all of this over the month. Oh, man. What are we talking about with this devil card here? Okay. Something pertaining to travel and communication, rushing forward without thinking things through very clearly. Clouded judgment. Again, something that's dealing with multiple parts of the world. We have a world here. So this isn't just a U.S. associated thing. Ooh, this is... Yeah. Now we've got this woman kind of coming up again with this powerful woman, and things not paying off the way that they were supposed to pay off. Exactly like this. It's not working out the way it was supposed to work out. So, y'all, this could be... There's a lot of a drama associated with this. Once again, every time we get these rich people in these piles, I'm always curious how much of this drama are we going to actually hear about, because we know, like, the news and tabloids and stuff really like to get the sensational topics and throw it out there. But what we also know is that people who have... Why is my nose itch so bad? Damn. Because I'm talking about somebody. But anyway, because we know that rich people have the money to say, you ain't putting that story out, I'll pay you off. And so it's always a gamble in these. Whenever we see the really loaded people in some drama, we're like, okay, we know what's going on with you, but will the world know what's going on with you? Or are you going to be able to pay them off and with some hush money here? I'm curious. I'm curious as to how much hush money might be able to work on this, because this is some shit right here. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, also in the political realm, I know I'm going for 17 minutes, so I need to get in here. Also in the political realm, Six of Swords in reverse, King of Wands. Let's see. Damn. Tower. The tower. What tower is falling, pray tell? What is that? Ooh. Money or... Doop. Alright, so what we're looking at here, again, this is something else that's not just the United States. This is something that also pertains to travel overseas, things of that nature. We've got a male, very powerful male involved. He's a very ambitious person, very career-oriented person, very about his business type of person. This is a tower moment. So this is some big change and developments around this. This is the tower continuing to crumble. Now remember, towers can crumble fast in a big, or towers can crumble slow, where people are just chipping away at it, and it's crumbling and it's crumbling and it's crumbling and it's crumbling, and it takes its time. But either way, what this looks like, we've got bad money here, we've got payoffs. This is like blackmail, bribes, payoffs, things of that nature around this. People trying to get to the truth of stuff, but people's pride is in the way, and somebody's about their money. So pride and money are keeping us from getting whatever the situation is out in the open. Something about a business stuff gone south. So whatever the business model was, whatever the business ideas were, it's going south, taking a hell of a nosedive. Whatever this is something that either the business is failing, or the business has already failed, and we're getting some insights as to what the hell was going on that caused it to tank like this. Got another female up on this. I swear, we're getting a lot of this whole male and female tag teaming stuff of these people with a lot of money. There's like a lot of male-female teams that are rich and have a lot of say and stuff in the political arena. Y'all notice how many of these power couples exist in politics? Because I'm seeing a lot of this shit over various months. I'm seeing a lot of this shit. These are people kind of getting in their own way. They're starting to get freaked out because they've done things to inadvertently shoot themselves in the foot. They've left some sort of paper trail or some sort of evidence or some sort of something behind them that makes this stuff more trackable and traceable than they hoped, and they're worried about it. Whatever this shitty business dealings and stuff that have gone south are. Yeah. Whatever it is, they're trying to wrangle it and it's not working. And they're like, okay, well, if I can't do damage control and make it work, then maybe my next plan of action is just to try to separate myself from it and make it look like I wasn't actually all that involved. So it's like, oh, you're going to try to take me down. If I can't cover this up anymore and damage control it, then I'll just be like, oh, I wasn't involved with that. I wasn't associated with that. That was their thing. I didn't really know about that. You know what I mean? That kind of distancing thing that people do to try to get out of stuff. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing. Because over here, we got secrets and money. So again, in the political arena, and again, this is international, we are seeing some pretty big breakdowns in terms of people who are rich and have money and used to be able to do what they wanted and come and go as they pleased, and for whatever reason that sloppiness and messiness is starting to catch up with them in June. For whatever reason, June is an accelerated month of, oh, you thought you were going to get away with that forever? You were getting away with it for a long time. Well, guess what? This piece is coming out. Oh, guess what? This piece is going to come out. Oh, guess what? Now they're going to know about this piece. You know what I mean? It's just like this trickle effect of, let's bubble up this evidence. Let's bubble up that report. Let's bubble up this. So it's like the wheels are turning for this to be coming out. I don't know if this is going to, again, be that big explosive thing or if it's a slow burn type of an effect, but we're going to have a lot of movement to this end of these secrets that wealthy people have been able to keep at bay, that something about this June energy is like, we're going to bring some of this out. Some of this shit is like, we're talking legal stuff here. Like, we're talking, this isn't just, oh, my dirty little secret is that my favorite boy band is One Direction. No. No. Although that's true for me. True. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about who bribed who blackmailed who paid somebody off for what, who paid this big money to do what illegal thing. You know, this is some shit here. This is some stuff people would be worried about, because if you get caught with this, you're busted and you could potentially like serve time or something over this. Okay, the Hangman here is suggesting that this isn't going to be a huge, fast blow-up thing. The Hangman is whenever we're taking the pause button and we're observing and we're kind of going slow. So it looks like whatever this is a slow burn type of situation. Things playing out, taking their time, slowly developing, moving. Here's a trickle up of stuff. So that is what we're seeing. We're seeing this little trickle effect of these types of things. And the message is... the message is this stuff isn't going forward the same way it used to. So there is some weird times are changing type thing happening now where we are pivoting, and it looks like here we can't rip the band-aid off all at once, but that we can do these lots of little things that over time adds up to be a real big damn thing. And that's what we're seeing here. So this is a lot going into politics. We still got other categories to cover, and I'm running out of time here. So, let me pull these up and reshuffle them back into the deck. Okay, and then we're going to go into economy, which includes finance and jobs and career and things like that. So let's touch on that a little bit. I know I always spend the most amount of time on politics because there always seems to be some juicy bullshit happening in politics. So it just happens this way. But again, all alleged, just my interpretation, okay? So economy and finance, jobs, career, all of that. What do we see internationally by way of this category here? What are we seeing? What are we seeing? Okay. All right. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So far, without even getting any context on this, it's saying that there are some silver linings for some things that have gone on that have been pretty negative. There's some silver linings here. So that could mean like for May, we were talking about some financial stuff not doing so well, and it turned out that was referring to cryptocurrency stuff taking a bit of a nosedive. And this is looking like there's some potential for that stuff to even out or improve, whether this is talking about crypto or some other stuff, that there's some potential for improvement. With that King of Pentacles, again, there's certain things out there right now where it would be like in June, it's a grab it now or you don't kind of thing. So it feels like there's some sort of opportunity financially, economically in June where there are certain things that now would be a good window to take a look into it, to dive into it, to try to do something with whatever that financial move is, that financial investment or whatever it is, that there's a good window in June, because it seems like there's the potential that we're getting closer to stuff, how do we put this? Because this kind of showed up in one of our readings early on in the year. If y'all remember, if y'all were here back in like January, February kind of time, there was a video that I did where it was saying like finance stuff was looked pretty good for the beginning part of the year, but that there was something that would happen more towards the latter part of the year that would make people feel like they had to tighten their purse strings a little bit. And this is kind of what this looks like it's alluding to. It looks like it's alluding to the fact that we're getting close to that kind of shift. And so it's like, okay, June is still a decent month for at least some parts of it to do what we need to do with this kind of stuff. We can have some decent financial, economical, I don't know the words, financial, economic movements and things like that we can make, but we are on, I guess, the cusp of it, the cusp of what might be a bit of a shift, and people might start feeling like, okay, I need to hold on to what I have, or I need to save instead of spend, or I need to, be careful about my spending or whatever, that those things are going to be coming later on. And so it's like, okay, June is our last call kind of month, like at a bar, you know what I mean? Alrighty. And that's kind of evident here by this moon card, because this is like, all right, something's brewing underneath the surface. Something hidden is brewing underneath the surface here, and it's something that people would be a little bit anxious about, a little bit intimidated by. And so they're saying, hey, don't worry, we still have strength in June. However, stuff is going to get a little bit cloudier to kind of understand and perceive and know what to do with it. And there's going to be some things coming up where you're kind of stuck with it. A little bit damned if you do, a little bit damned if you don't. Let me get a little bit more on this damned if you do, damned if you don't. Get a little bit more context, a little bit more information around that. Yeah, see? Having to kind of lay low with it. not being completely out of the clear, not getting as much out of what you want, like you put in this much but you don't get that much out kind of thing. People trying to rush into stuff. This is a good card to get here though. So yeah, just reiterating what I was saying about this seems to be kind of a shift point where it's like we've still got some good things that we can do financially, but we need to be smart about it. We need to be careful about it. And it looks like acting sooner than later on whatever it is that you're thinking about and considering could be better here. Because, how do I explain this, Lord? Mind, mouth, same speed. Lord help me. Basically, like the picture that they're kind of giving me is like people who are having some sort of internal messaging, like it's just drawing them to do something, and they're like, I don't know why this keeps coming up in my head, like it keeps saying, you know, go ahead and buy that house, or go ahead and invest in that, or go ahead and blah blah blah, and I keep getting that message in my mind play over and over and over and over. And is that a sign, or am I just doing that to myself in my own head, or what? It seems like they're saying you can take that as a sign. We're trying to tell you, you know, when to jump and when to pause. And I'm not saying that there's some huge, horrible, bad thing coming in June financially, or economically. I'm not necessarily seeing some huge, horrible, bad thing right now, at least. But it's just making it seem like they're like, okay, in any time, at any part of a year, there's ebbs and flows to this. And we're giving you internal hints about your ebbs and flows, and take that is kind of what it's saying here. That's this, I feel like this Sun card is kind of representing that they're trying to do things like that for us so that they can help us get where we need to be before we get to the period of time where we want to kind of be a little bit more thrifty, or a little bit more selective or conservative about our financial stuff, our decisions, our spending, etc. So, okay. Just real quick, because people are going to wonder, am I seeing anything god awful happening financially or economically in June? So far, I'm not seeing anything like that happen here, but I do just want to, I guess, take a peek here. Again, not this idea of being god awful, but just this idea of being cautious and careful, because we're getting these cards here. It's like, yeah, you don't want to go too hard, too fast. We're not in the most secure ground here financially and economically, but at the same time, you do still have power. You do still have abilities, and so be smart and choosy with that. And the magician is always listening to what he's getting from spirit, and he's channeling that and making that into reality. So again, this is very much like on a person by person, situation by situation basis, to think about what it is you're getting internally. What are these messages that keep coming up, and take that as a sign to act on that, because they are putting this idea here that this is a flimsy situation we're in, that has some upsides but some risks here, and we're gonna get to some territory where we want to be more cautious. And so they're like, okay, go ahead and jump on these ideas that we're giving you, basically. So again, take this all with a grain of salt. I am not your financial advisor. That is not what I do here. I am just a girl reading cards, and this is all alleged and just my interpretation, but just telling you what I'm seeing here, okay? Just telling you what I'm seeing. All right, let me move on to another category here. Let's see. Alrighty. Let's see. So, wellness, health, and love, and spiritual stuff, and all of this holistic wellness, any way we can get it. Let's look a little bit. Ooh, okay. Okay, if you want to jump out, we'll take you. We'll take you. Wellness in general, all over. What are we seeing in terms of wellness in general, all over? Interesting. I want to know about you. Get a little extra context on you. Oh, what about it? And what about it? Okay, you are your own animal here. You are your own animal. Let me go take this animal, put it over here. This is our squirrel, okay? We got a squirrel moment. Squirrel! And we will revisit the squirrel in just a second. The squirrel wants its own attention. So let's give this attention. Then we will revisit the squirrel, okay? We'll take a look at the squirrel and give the squirrel a little time. Give it a little time. Is there a squirrel emoji? Is that a thing? Are there squirrel emojis? If there's a squirrel emoji, put a squirrel emoji down here because that would be funny. That would be awesome. I would love it. Okay, so in terms of wellness from what we're seeing here, there's this sense here of needing to kind of work together, and we have these cards in reverse, which is kind of like, okay, I'm gonna lay it on us. There's gonna be a lot of people with love life problems in June. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, sorry to say it. There's gonna be a lot of people with love life issues in June. I'm talking about fights, breakups, divorces, trying to find new partnerships because something didn't work with what you were in or whatever like that. I'm seeing that relationships that don't have a very strong foundation are gonna suffer in June. That there's gonna be some sort of like shake up around that messes with some stuff in June for people that are not super well planted or whatever like that. When I get these cards, when we're seeing these below, I'm not trying to tell you what you gotta do or get in your business too much, but if you resist that, you're going to open yourself up to a whole world of inconvenience, annoyance, frustration, and hurt. Because this is looking like if it's trying to shake your relationship up and away from you, then don't try to be like, no, don't, I got to catch it. This kind of like if it's trying to shake it up and away and get it out of there, just be like, all right, my hands are up. I surrender, do what you gotta do. You kind of gotta let it happen. So just throwing that out there. If something feels like it's being ripped away from you, taken away from you, it feels like it would be kind of forcing it to fit, that you'd have to kind of fight for it, or you'd have to kind of be like too much to try to get it. It seems like just relax and let it go where it's gonna go. Ride the ride. So I know that's not the most cheerful thing to hear right now with this, but I'm seeing it. So just throwing that out there with relationships in June, because uh-oh. Now, more with the holistic health and wellness. Let's revisit the squirrel. Let me pull these up, put them back in the deck, and we're going to take a look at this squirrel, because this squirrel is its own thing. So, this squirrel, we're getting a card about institutions, governments, some sort of overseeing bodies of sorts, like I don't know, like how governments and government departments function and things like that. I'm seeing that kind of thing here, and choices that people have to make, and I'm seeing people have high emotions around this, but timing. And this really does feel like it's talking about the RONA, okay? The COVID, okay? This feels like we're looking at a new round per se of, for lack of a better way of putting it, of certain places wanting to like relax guidelines or things like that, and people kind of fighting against it, people feeling some type of way about it, even the possibility of, like, let's say okay, mind, mouth, same speed. This is polarizing. We already know. There's this side of people that are like, you need to be 100%, vaccinated and get all of this stuff and still do the masks and the whole thing. And then there's certain people that are like, we're already almost 2 years into this. We've already gotten a lot, better, different, under control, whatever. Y'all need to just chill out and whatever. And we have these two competing sides, and that's represented here by the Two of Swords. So what I'm saying is we're going to see a weirdness with that. There's going to be some emotional outbursts, per se, from people about this, because there's going to be certain types of either governments or institutions or things that are relaxing their guidelines and stuff, and there are going to be some people that are about it, and then there's going to be some over here that are like, well, we'll relax it, but it's only for this, and if you can prove that you this, or and if you can blah 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 with that. And so this idea of trying to get people to prove what they've done, or show what they've done, or stuff like that, or show you've been vaccinated, or those kinds of things, and an uproar against that. So I'm seeing some weird with the polarity, that polarity kind of growing out a little bit further, and getting weird about it. So that's one thing. Is there any more about this that we're meant to know, spirit guides? Any more about this that we're meant to know related to health and wellness? Whew, that card fell out. We'll take it. Oh, shit. Not only that, but still related to this topic, we're seeing some drama. Not gonna lie, we're seeing some drama here. So, that's what the Tower card's about, in this case. We're seeing some drama. This is some drama around what we're giving people, what we're telling people, about what's right, what's just, and what's fair, and about these people over here. So I'm going to get an extra little context card on each of these. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. Just saying what I'm seeing. Don't shoot the messenger. I am just saying what I'm seeing. Do not shoot the messenger. This is multifaceted drama about this health and wellness situation that we're referring to here. We're seeing some drama around increasing some knowledge or information sharing about potential detrimental effects of things. So you gave me this stuff and you made me take this stuff, and this is what's happened, and this is what it did to me, and now blah 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 kind of thing. So we're seeing more people have a story to share about how the things they took with this. I'm trying to not say these certain words too often because you get taken down. So I'm seeing some more people expressing their opinions on that and their concerns on that, and some issues around that. And not just issues around side effects or things of what happened, but also issues around inequities with giving it out, or inequities of having enough for people, or making these certain people be kind of guinea pigs versus these people not, just drama about this whole delivery and side effects and shit like that. We're seeing kind of a little bit more of that be bubbling up in June. Also here with more drama cards, there is a potential here that it's showing me, just saying, a potential here for some more, how do you put it, leaked information about how this came about and how it got so bad. So, let's say COVID origins, or, you know, did it come from this place or did it come from this? And things like, did you do everything you were supposed to do when you first knew about it? Or did you keep quiet because you didn't want, you know, this or that to happen? Or, you know, like those kinds of things where people start to apply pressure to the origin stories, or to placing accountability, or things like that. I'm seeing some drama around that. And when we get this justice card again, fairness, what's just, what's right, and entanglements with the legalities around this as well, in terms of trying to hold people accountable and stuff like that. So I'm seeing some more COVID and VAX, I guess we'll say, drama ramping up in June in terms of health and wellness. Lots of different types of categories that this drama fits into, but I'm seeing that. Again, with this Hangman, remember, he's kind of our slow burn card, so this may not be a big boom, whatever, could be, but he's our slow burn card in terms of meaning things coming up now, and then something else coming up later, and something else coming up later. So this could be, you know, giving some breadcrumbs over the course of you know, I don't even know how long, months maybe, I don't know. But very interesting. Drama. Lots of drama. So that's health and wellness. So I'm going to pull these up and reshuffle these. Again, if you'd like a private reading with me, my website is down below, BeasTalksAndTarot. You can get a private reading with me. If you want to join the Perk Squad to get extra content and stuff, you can, because I tend to do extras here on these monthly videos. So I'm going to give a little bit of an extra what else should we know kind of thing. Just an extra 10-15 minutes to dive into whatever else the cards may want to say about June in general. Any category, any whatever, just what are the leftovers. So, gonna take a look at that too. But yeah, what are y'all thinking about this? Are y'all as curious as I am about all these things? Because I'm like, oh hell. Oh hell. Seems like we are having another ramping up in June. So June, I don't know if I want to call June a shit show. I hope I don't want to have to go that far and say all that. But June has a little bit of, a few little surprises for us, okay? It just does. Little surprises here and there. So we'll look in that. So alrighty, y'all tell me what you think. And I hope your June is good. We will stay tuned. We will follow this stuff. We'll take a look at how it goes. Yeah, as I was looking down at my little recording time ticker tape, 4848 was what it was. Let's look up the little angel number meaning of 4848, just because, hey, if I look down and saw it, maybe it's a sign on something, right? Maybe it's a sign on something, okay? Angels of abundance are with you. Know that there is an infinite supply and that lack is just an illusion. More is coming to you now, so don't worry. Okay? In terms of abundance, there's some abundance coming our way. Lack is just an illusion. Let's take that abundance, all right? Be like, yes, thank you, angels. Please send some abundance my way. I will take it. I will. I appreciate it. And yeah, if we want to do some manifesting, go ahead and visualize whatever abundance can mean to you, some happy relationships, getting that extra bonus at work, whatever kind of thing, and be imagining all of this abundance and visualizing it and being like, angels, if there's any way possible this can happen, give me some abundance, throw some abundance my way. And then if you get some abundance, even if it's small things, like you found a dime and you picked it up and, finders keepers, or even if you, find out that, oh, that bill was not as much money as I was expecting it to be. Thank you, Power Bill, for being less than what I thought you were going to be. Even little small things like that. Oh, there you go. That's my abundance train. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you. Keep it going. Keep sending it, and keep noticing it, and keep feeling grateful for it, and keep asking for more and see what it does. So, okay. Well, there. We got a little extra tidbit here in our June reading. So, I'll take it. Just wanted to share that with y'all. Don't be a stranger. Come back and see me and Penelope. And I will talk at you later. Bye, love me. Bye, love me.